Hey, happy Sunday. How are we, everyone? Okay, my name is Joni. This is Weathered Wings, where I'm always trying to create something and encourage you all to do the same, because I know you can. So let me see. Okay, here's myself. I'm so excited this is working. So y'all, this is a new, this is my new little format. All right, so let's see. We'll copy the link. So listen, I'm texting my community right now, which is I just text them whenever I go live. So if you would like to be on that list, all you have to do is text me at 205. I think I do have a sheet of paper right here, actually. So it's 205. Is that backwards? 255-9496. If you want to be notified, all you have to say is, hey, that's all you have to say. Or anything. And then I will get you on the list and you'll get notified every time I go live, so then you won't miss anything. All right. So, I'll pull myself up real quick so I can see if there's any questions. Hey, Gwen, how goes it? Happy Sunday. Oh, I wanted to make sure I got messages on here as well, live comments. Okay, so hopefully I'll see this. So y'all, I'm on YouTube. Hello, all my YouTube friends. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Doris. Okay, so here's where I left off. I don't know if y'all saw this on Friday, but I just took a little wooden board and I feel something sticking up right there. Lay yourself back down. A little wooden board. I painted it green. I'll just recap quickly with Fancy Farm Girl. It's a DIY paint, and I love this paint, y'all. It's just all natural. It's clay-based, and it's very user-friendly, okay? So, and then I used the Christmas Valley Transfer, all right? And just laid it out. I had these two pieces that I put on the corner. This other was one piece. So I just, put it down. They all come with a little tool. So listen, if you missed that, just go back and check. It would be my last video on my page or on YouTube. Oh, maybe not YouTube. But on my page, I think, last live anyway. And so I just put it on using my stick. All right, and then these are little trees from the from a mold. I don't even remember the name of it. It's an IOD mold. It's retired, and I can't even think of the name of it right offhand. Can't think. There's so many. And then I took these. I got the little deer. This is my favorite, y'all. This is a new a new mold. And this one is called, see, now they have the names on them. This one's called Jingle, and it has deer. It has two leaping deer going opposite directions. So you actually can make like a solid deer, like gluing them back to back. Then it has this deer head, which I love, and that's what I have right here and right here. And I just glued this one down because I don't know if you remember when I took it out of the mold on Friday, it was a mess because of these little bitty antlers up there. So listen, if that happens to y'all, just stick it in the freezer for like 20 minutes. It'll pop right out, all intact, and it'll be good to go. Now, this is what I've added since. I see all these little trees are drawn back here. Well, it's not drawn. They're part of the transfer. So I thought I would put some of the trees up in there. Now this one, I think I'll take this one off actually. It looks good when it's just drawn back there behind the house, but right there I don't want it to look like a tree is sitting on top of the house. And I like odd numbers, all right? So I'm going to glue these on. Got some glue. See, I may have to put some more out. Let's see if there are any questions. Betty, hello. Honey, you're home. Hey, Kay. Hey, Rita. How's it going? Hey, Debbie. All right, let me see if I can open this. Shoot, I should have done this before the video. I'm almost out of this glue. Shoot. Hold on. Well, there goes something off of it. It never fails. fails. I try to get everything ready and something always happens. But this is the only glue I have left, so I need to get it, I may just try to pop the top off and not worry about saving it, because it's about empty. So y'all, this is Tite Bond Quick and Thick Glue. I can't find it at my Lowe's. I forgot to order it. I do think if y'all have a Woodcraft, is it Woodcraft? Yeah, Woodcraft. I called them. They are close by to me, and they do carry it. So, I should have gone up there and grabbed some. But I love this glue. It dries clear and quick. I was trying to say clear and quick. It dries quick. It dries clear. Let's see. Hey, Cindy. Yes, I bet it's really nice in Tennessee. It's actually still warm here, but nicer than it was the other day when it was 95 on Thursday. I was actually in Charlotte on Thursday, but we had the same weather. I was at that golf tournament at the President's Cup. And needless to say, I don't know if I'll be putting that on my annual agenda. We walked around, and melted. All right, so I'm just making sure I get the very ends of my tree. Okay. I'm gonna look for another tree mold. Uh-oh. I don't like getting it oozing out like that. Because this one is retired, and I hate using stuff that someone else can't get. I feel so bad. I never do that, and but I just thought it would look so good with this. But I have seen some somewhere, not the same. Flip the screen. I don't know. I'm scared to touch anything. Let me see. If I move this, would that help? How's that? Is that better? I'm scared to touch anything. Yes, Deborah, I am split screen. I think that's good. Does that look good? It does to me. Yay. Okay, good. Sorry, y'all. This is a new format, and I cannot, I'm so afraid to touch anything. I'm afraid I'm just going to mess it all up. But I'll get it. I've had this software before, but they've changed it up a little bit on me. Of course, everything changes. And my Facebook page, y'all, is about to change. They've sent me a notice that it's going to change in like 3 days. I'm like, great. Just like the format, the layout, it's going to have, I think they're calling it the new experience. It's probably going to be a bad experience. It usually is for me, because I can't. Just when I get used to everything, I change it. All right, so I'm going to glue this one down. Oh, that looked like it kind of broke off just a tad there. That's okay. Where's my... All right, so this board, this is hard, we measured it yesterday, but I forgot what it is. I'm going to measure it again real quick. Oh, there it is right in my face. So it is 14 by 23. I know it's an odd number. It's just a board, though, that my husband cut for me. We get the boards from Lowe's. It's blonde wood or that white wood. I haven't gotten it in so long, y'all, because I've heard it's just so expensive now. So I just repurposed. This has something on the other side that I did, and I just turned it over and repurposed it. I'm trying to look at this though. This looks like a little piece may have broken off. We're just gonna go with it. I think it's right here. So the first time, y'all, that I put this, I had my hurry up britches on, and it was right after I got off of here on Friday. I'm gonna put this, well, I'm gonna cover this up so I can use it because I'm almost out. I need something else. And I put the deer down and I had it so off, and then I had to take, I had to scrape it off. Not scrape it, but I pulled it up, and of course it left all the glue, so I had to fix it. But I just couldn't. I don't know what is wrong with me, y'all, but I cannot get things straight. Like the church, the workshop that we're starting next week. Actually, it starts on Tuesday. I'm so excited. Y'all, it took me forever to draw that church. I mean, I did it okay. You know, I just painted it the first time, and it's fine because you can paint it and you can fix it with palette knives, but I didn't want y'all to have to do that. So I redrew the church, and it's like, how in the world? I had to use my square thing, this thing right here. Do y'all have one of these? I mean, I have to use this. All right, so now I'm going to take my heat gun, and these are dry because they've been sitting on here, but this one's a little wet, and you can tell because he's a little bit bigger than this one because this one has shrunk a little bit. More. Hey, Joyce. It is, Billy. And I'm just at a loss at what it is right now. But it is retired. Boughs of Holly? Maybe Boughs of Holly. And it is retired. The deer, of course, is on Jingle, which is our new one. But you know, y'all, I mentioned that you could like go on the IOD page and just send them a message. I would send them a message because they're the only ones that are going to have some, and you might get lucky. They might say, yes, we have some. I know they have done that before, but you did not hear that from me. But you can always ask. It never hurts to ask, right? And I don't know why they didn't come back with that one. I bet you they will next year because it's just too popular. All right, so again, I'm going to take my fancy Farm Girl paint, put my top on this, save what little bit's left in there. And again, I'm just going to dry brush. Let me get a paper towel. Thank you, Tony. It was fun. It was fun, and y'all saw how simple it was, right? If you didn't, go back and watch Friday because it's just a transfer and molds, okay? So I'm gonna, if I move that up a little bit, y'all still see, right? So I'm gonna take, oh, let me get a chip brush. They're upstairs. I mean, my other ones. So I wash these, I reuse them. I buy a box of them from Harbor Freight, and they're really soft on the ends, and they're thinned out on the ends, so it makes it a really good dry brushing tool. All right, so I'm just gonna dip it in. Okay, just get very little bit on your oh, you can't tell what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna kind of offload a little bit right here, and then dry brush it on. You know, this is the same color as the board, so it really doesn't matter if you get some on there. And it doesn't really matter what it looks like. I mean, I just want a little bit on there. You can do as much as you want. Now, if you, I would wait though, if you've just laid something down, you know, and it's still soft, I think I would wait, let it dry. Put your heat gun on it a little bit at least before you go to painting. Y'all, you can also do this with a little paintbrush, a little artist brush. It doesn't have to be this, but it does make it easier. Actually, just go back and forth. Okay, a bit more. So who's joining me for the workshop? There's no sound? Oh, you said it's okay now. Okay. Whew. You know, you can ask me any questions about the workshop. Again, it starts Tuesday. But oh, and one other thing that I have not mentioned that I'm going to do, I'm going to have a raffle. So those of you that have registered, you know, for the live class, because it'll always be available. It just won't be live. So it's next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for the live class. I'm going to have a raffle, and I'm going to gift away a mystery box, okay? A mystery box of goodies. Let me just add a little bit more here and there. So you'll want to get your name in for that. It's going to be fun, y'all. It's going to be fun. And I always throw in a little something extra there at the end of things you can do differently. More ideas. I can't help it. I just do that. Okay, so that's I've got the trees done. Okay. Hey, Colleen. Hey. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing for the deer. I'm going to use layered chocolate. Let me think about this a second. I'm going to get another brush. Oh, I should put my hair up in clips. On my nerves. Ooh, my layered chocolate is a bit thick. I don't know if y'all can see this. I just put a little bit out right here. I just dug a little bit out. I don't know if y'all can see that right there, but I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to dip my brush in there just lightly. Take my paper towel, turn it over this way. Because you can always, I always start light. You can always add as much as you want. So let's just see here what we got. Now, let me think about this. I may have to do a little brush because it's not the same color. So let me get one of these little, I like these little fan brushes. Let me find a little one. These little brushes. And y'all, I found these, I got a whole like 40-piece set. I don't know where to show y'all. 40-piece set. Okay, it's upside down. At Sam's. And it also came with, you know, this little palette knife. It was $10. $9.99. Anyway, I'm going to try this. Let me try this actually. Same concept though, just, you know, tips of the brush. And that way I can just kind of lightly get the antlers hopefully without touching. And you know what, if you do, this paint's really user-friendly. You can just touch it up. But if I can help it, I'll just do this. And you can always use fast cast resin and color the mold before, before you even take it out. before you even put the resin in there, dust the color in your mold. And he'll be all colored. I should have done that, but I didn't because I wasn't sure what I was doing. And I did this on Friday, and I didn't want to rip him up too like I did the other one. Now, if you want to color him all over, you can. I'm not, this is kind of supposed to be like a little rustic piece, I think, but for now I'm just going to do it like this. Actually, I'm thinking of just a paintbrush may even be better, y'all. Let me see. Just find a little paintbrush. My paint is so, now if your paint dries up like this has, just spritz a little bit of water on there. Because my paint is very thick, so it's not wanting to come on there very good. This is better. You can paint him however you want. I'm not really, can't really decide how I want to paint him. I think I may have a little white under his neck. There's a question. Hey, Diane. Blow. Guess what I found? My blowtorch. Oh, your blowtorch. I'm still scared of that thing. I do use it. I did use it that one day. I hadn't used it since. Now, I'll probably have to come back with the white. Some beadboard. And blend it back on there because I kind of went over it. I need to be looking at one. Love this this mold. I think it's so cute. And it has a bow. I really wanted to put the bow on there, but I don't know. I don't think, that's what I was saying. This is kind of a rustic thing. I don't know about the bow. Now, I feel like I may have to go on the side with this. I don't know. I didn't want to. But I can see it. So, y'all look. If you do one of these, I would just let them dry flat. If you use clay, I would just let it dry flat. And then paint it and then glue it on. Okay? Because I'll get this one the way I want it, but it's going to be a little tricky. Because I'm going to have to get a smaller brush and go around the edges. There's a lot of things you could do. You could also clear wax this, although I would put a clear polyacrylic on here first and then use any waxes. So you could put a clear polyacrylic, which is what I'm gonna do. And then you can go back and add a little dark wax and color your deer. And that might be the easiest way to do it. Can y'all see that? See how it's still a little white on around the edges though? So you can get a little liner brush if need be. Look how little. See, you can get a little bitty brush. That brush is all sizes. And come around. What do y'all think? Would you put the bow on this deer? Can't see right around here. I'm gonna have to turn it upside down, I think. Sorry, I don't know if I'm got my hand where y'all can't see. I'm just trying to get the very side of his antler here. So see, you can paint it once you glue it down, but it's not as easy. I like to take the hard route. I just paint it. If I have to touch up anywhere, I just touch up. That's what's good about this paint as well. You can touch up. So far, so good though. Thank you, Colleen. Now normally, if I'm not, on video, I would hold, well, I guess I can still do that. You can always just hold your piece up a little bit, okay? And that'll help you. Did I just go off camera though doing that? And again, my paint is a little bit watery, not watery, but I did spritz some water on it to get it to move. It's just paint, y'all, so you can't be worried. Because like I said, if I were to get it, I'm going to go ahead and color all that in. I'm going to give him a dot of white, though, for his eyeball. These molds are they're nice and thick. Tomorrow's project, I am doing this project too, but I used the silver bells. Ah, sounds beautiful, Betty. Love that idea. Love it, love it, love it. Did you paint the roof or just go ahead and put it on there? Like I said, I thought about that too, and I was going to paint my roof, but I don't know. Kind of I want to blend some white back on this. All right, y'all, if you don't mind, I'm gonna flip this around real quick so I can get the top part. Oh. Top of his ears. And I still have these transfers. I think IOD may be out of them, but I got a lot of them this year because I thought, you know what, even if I don't sell them all this year, there's lots of, there'll be new people next year, and I'll have some for them. Hold it straight up like this. That way I can see this better. Just sheer bliss. All right. So yeah, so Betty is saying she used, on the same mold as the deer, there's bells. And she used the bells. And the bells are beautiful. There's like, how many are on there? There's 2 big ones and 3 smaller ones. I may do that. I may show you what she's talking about, because the sheer bliss, y'all, is it is something else. You could actually add it up on the ornaments as well up here, which might be a good idea. I won't do the other one, y'all. Don't worry about it. I won't do that on camera. A lot of little, I would recommend using fast cast resin and just if you have some brown mica powder or pigment powder, like with DIY we have oh, I bet I put it up. No, I didn't. Wait, did I? I did, but it's called Decrepit Dust, and it comes in black and it comes in white. No, it comes in brown and it comes in white. You can use that, or you could use any color, you know, mica powders, because it's not going to be, even if you use like a bronzy color, it's not going to be really shimmery once you take it out of the mold. So it would be good. I'll show you what I'm gonna do with this one, because I don't really like him this dark. I'll add a little bit of sandy blonde to him. You could add a little gold, you know, a little highlight of the golden, what's it called? DIY has a gold wax. It's very subtle. That would be pretty. It's hard to get all this. It's easy to see that with the white. Okay, so his nose is supposed to be really dark, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to play with him for just a minute, and then I'm going to move on. I'm going to dry him, because I know y'all don't want to wait for all this. All right, let me grab, do I have it? Let me grab my Sandy Blonde. Sandy Blonde is just kind of a tan color, still DIY paint. I'm gonna spritz some water in there, okay, just so it'll be a little bit wet, because that's how you blend, is by using wet paint. See, we're just going to kind of highlight him a little bit. Oh, I totally forgot his other side over here. Hold on, let me get that real quick. Man, I feel like I'm performing surgery over here. How do y'all prefer to paint your molds? Do you paint them after you put it on like this, or do you like to do it before? One thing though that you, if you put your mold on a painted surface, you know, it may shrink up a little bit. I mean, so you do want to paint your surface first, is what I'm saying. That way when it shrinks up a little bit, you'll have that color there. Alright, now, just using the same brush, I'm just putting it down in this little watery area. So you can just keep playing with him, get him the way you like it. Gives it a little more definition when you have some more colors, right? I'm missing all kind of questions probably. Well, I think my favorite way is with the fast cast resin. This was kind of a last minute thought yesterday. And I love the clay. I do love it, especially when it's just one little piece like this. It's when I'm doing trim that kind of bugs me when it shrinks. Use a bigger brush for that part. Put my brush in a little bit of the dark. And then in a little bit of the white. And let's see, I want to go back with the dark. Probably could use black. What color's this? Yeah, I got that color right here. Make that really dark. Okay. And then, I love that. Okay, and then I'm going to just do, let me find my little bitty. Yeah, let's see if we can do a little dot of white. A little bitty brush. This brush is smaller than I thought. Let's see. Uh-oh. Ooh, just have to keep playing with it, y'all. All right, I think I want to be done. How's he look? Yes, Karen, this is just a plywood, it's a 1/2 inch plywood that we got from Lowe's, and we just cut it to, this is 14 by 23. I just measured it. It's a weird size. And so, yeah, so this piece right here, this line of wording was right up under here on the transfer, okay? So I cut this off and moved it down a little bit just to kind of space out everything a little better. All right, so let me make sure this is, wait, why did that get, let's spritz my brush. I don't know why it's got a white spot on his face. Right there. I don't even know what he's supposed to look like. I'm just playing around here. But I know his nose, oh, you know what? That's part of the clay, y'all, I think. That's part of the clay. So as long as you're using these different 2 colors or whatever while they're wet, they'll play with each other. Okay. So I like that. I'll just leave it. I could get it better, but thank you, Tony. Thanks, Karen. What is that tan color? Okay, this is yeah. Hey, listen, if it dries up like a rock, put some water in it. It will come back, I promise. All right, look. So this is Sandy Blonde. I have some green. Let me look at it real quick. Some of this Fancy Farm Girl. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. Well, shoot, where is it? Okay, sorry, y'all. Couldn't find it. Had a lot of greens. Mine's hard, too. It was hard. I spritzed some water in there. It's still hard because I didn't spritz much. But look, is this what you're talking about? It's like clay, right? I don't know if you saw the video with Debbie Beard, who owns this paint. So just take your paint, spritz some water in there. I mean, for this, it's going to have to be quite a bit. Okay? Getting my thing wet. But it will come back. You have to kind of keep working with it, but it'll come back. Like, get your, get a stick. I'm not going to try to do it right now because it'll probably spill out all over my project. But just get something and, break it up. It'll come back. So I'm not throwing this away because that's quite a bit of paint in there. All right. So now, I'm going to, do I need to do anything? All right, let me blow this off. Let me dry him. And I'm going to use some Paint Couture top coat. Let me think. Is that what I want to do? Yes. It's always best to use a polyacrylic on your transfers. So let me get my tops on here. Oh, it froze? Oh, I don't know now if it froze. Pamela, this is Fancy Farm Girl. Fancy Farm Girl. Let me make sure I don't have another question. I haven't, Joyce. I've not looked at it yet. I was going to last night, and I had it written. I didn't take it upstairs. I have it written right here. And I didn't feel like walking downstairs. I know, I'm lazy. All right, let's see if this is brand new, so I should have no trouble opening it. Let me see. So Paint Couture top coats, I love because they self-level. All right, let me dry him. And like I was saying, you can always put a little clear wax, even after, so if you use a top coat of polyacrylic over your piece, and then you want to add some wax, you can, like colored waxes, or mix a pigment in a clear wax. Oh, good. I love it too. I love the green with the black. But listen, if you were to put wax all over this, you couldn't come back with a polyacrylic or anything. So another thing I could have done, and I may still, once you put a clear coat of polyacrylic, you can come back with a glaze and make your things just beautiful. I have a green glaze. I have a champagne colored glaze, a light brown sugar glaze, a Van Dyke brown color, a black. And so that would be really easy to put color on. There's so many different ways. think I'm going to write an ebook about all the different ways that you can color things. I'm going to stir this up real well. Can y'all? Oh, yeah, y'all can see that. Oh, shoot. I always do that. I just kind of stir right out of the pot. And dang it, all my paintbrushes, I think, are upstairs. Of course. They're all at the sink. Let me see. You know what? I think I have some sponge brushes. Let me see. I do. I'll just use those. I get these at Harbor Freight as well. What that was on there. All right, so I'll just take a sponge brush. Now, you're going to see this color kind of come to life too. Oh, that's glue getting on there from my hands. All right. I hope I stirred this up enough. So this will go on creamy, y'all. It'll go on with a white, let me move this because I'm probably going to get all in it. All right, so let's go back here. All right. So the DIY paint, you know, it's clay-based, so it's going to dry lighter than, oh, I should have touched that up right there. Oh, I can feel part of the transfer sticking up. You want to make sure your transfer is laying down nicely. See how it goes on white, but it will dry crystal clear. You don't have to do a second coat. I don't know if y'all have used, because I've painted a lot of furniture, and you know, I hated trying to use that Minwax polyacrylic because you'd have to, it doesn't go on evenly, and so you'd have to sand it down and keep putting more coats on, and I would just, like, when are you going to level out? And so when this dries, the green is going to be, it's going to be closer to the color in the jar here. See how it's a little bit brighter? So just lightly brush it on. You don't have to use a sponge. Feeling kind of thick. I'm not worried about getting top coat on this other deer. I can still paint it. DIY will paint over this. I may have to get a smaller brush. I think I will get a smaller brush to go in between there. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, it is, Gina. Good. Good. That's good to know. Sometimes it was working, sometimes it wouldn't, but I'm using a new format today. I'm using Switcher, and I'm going live on Facebook and YouTube. And I forget to look on here about my, hey Liz, okay. Thank you for popping on. All right, let me just... I'm running out of room over here. I'm gonna come down with the shape of this for right now, just to make sure I get the transfer. Every time I go back the other way, I see it kind of lift right there. So just kind of make it go down the way it's laying. This is the flat. This is Paint Couture in flat top coat. Let's see, I don't, last time I used their flat, it was like it was, I think it was misnamed because it turned out glossy. I was like, oh no. Hey, Linda. Liz, this is Paint Couture. Paint Couture. Let's see if can't hold it upside down. It's a Paint Couture in flat. There we go. I just like this top coat because it self-levels and looks really nice. Nice and clear and usually very smooth. Now I got a lot going on here, so you could also spray it if you just wanted to spray it, not worry about top coating all of it, because I'm gonna have to come back over with the trees. Does dry clear, so don't worry about all this creaminess. But if you paint furniture, it's perfect for that. Alright, I'm going to get a smaller one. Oh, well, there they all go. Now, this obviously would have been easier to just wax it, but I just think these transfers do better with a polyacrylic. Just going to pounce it on. Make sure if you're using DIY, and then make sure your paint's dry before you top coat it, because it reactivates with liquid, and so you may lose some of it if you're not careful. You could also do this with a paintbrush, but I like the sponge brushes really clean up better when you've got this polyacrylic on it. It just washes out nicely with soap and water. I just use Dawn soap. Just kind of ease it into the rest of it right here. Don't want to overwork it too much. Much on there. Painting a table. Oh yeah, you would love this. Okay, because see, like this one, I'm a little concerned that this may wipe off. I'm just gonna tap him. This is yeah. What do you normally use, Karen, when you paint furniture as a top coat? Wax, you know, a lot of people, of course, wax furniture, which is good too. I'm actually in the process of waxing one just because I had to match another table that I'd already done. Just don't leave drips. I know, looks like a hot mess. Don't worry about it. It should dry clear. Now, Paint Couture, their paints are acrylic, so, but it's, you know, I still use it over this DIY paint as well. Just light hand though, don't use a heavy hand with it. You can already see it drying, see right there? And it is flat, so good. Now you can, I know I said that like the Minwax I didn't like sanding. If you do have an issue with this, you can sand it. It's not that you don't, you can't. You can if you need to. All right, let me see about this. I'm trying to decide what to do about him. I can't very well. can't very well go around him. So, just gonna go over him. He's still a little soft too. It's okay. I'm gonna get a little brush, I'm gonna get like one of these brushes. Ugh, I got hair in my mouth. See if I can brush some of this. Something really soft so it won't mess up his antlers. It's always good to have some artist brush on hand. You never know when you might need them. Let's see. I can still come back and add some Sheer Bliss. Does anybody not know what I'm talking about the Sheer Bliss? I mean, you can add it wherever you want. Now go back and look for drips. See how there's a little drip under there? You don't want any drips. Probably best to go with that little paintbrush I just did, and I'll show y'all. The sponge brushes hold a lot of, hold a lot of paint and stuff, and so, hey Linda, this is, I don't know if you got your question answered, but this is acrylic, a polyacrylic, it's Paint Couture's top coat. So I just wanted to seal the transfer and seal the paint. And this is what I decided to use, Paint Couture, because it self-levels, and so maybe it'll look better than if I used anything else. See how that's doing? I'm gonna give it like 4 hours to dry and then decide if I want to add some Sheer Bliss or something to it. Sheer Bliss is just a transparent metallic, or it's a clear metallic. So it makes any color paint that you put it on, it just makes it look metallic. I'll show you. I'll show you some angel. Okay, so I'm gonna grab that little brush I had. This may be not big enough. But you don't want it too big because I just kind of want to wisp away any clumps and drips. Just wisp it away. I don't know what that is. That sponge, like I was saying, it holds a lot, and so it'll ooze, you know, it just kind of comes out a lot. Looks like a big drip right there. I'm just going to wipe that away a little bit. Let me get a little bit out of his antlers. This one was a little tedious. I thought I was just going to come on here and go bam, bam, and finish it. You do, Tony? It is this Ann Butterfly Beads by Ann. It is different, right? So I'm using Switcher. It's a software where you can split the screen. I used to have it before, but it just never would work well. But I got my internet fixed, and so I'm trying it again. I thought I would try it again, and it allows me to multi-stream. What that's going on right there. Oh, see, part of that transfer was trying to stick up. I don't know what that is, but that shouldn't be on there. But that's okay. I'm not going to worry about all that. All right. So, I still have to paint my little deer. The only reason I haven't is because he's still a little wet. Although he's probably okay now. Well, and plus I didn't want y'all to have to sit through that, right? Because it took me a hot minute to paint this one. But I love how he turned out. I keep wanting to pick up my project and show y'all, but you can see it with this layout. All right, and see, this is how it should all dry. Right up here is where it's starting to dry. And see how pretty that green color is? It's a little brighter than it was. So my workshop starts Tuesday, y'all. If you want to sign up, of course, this is what we're doing, the church. Okay, this is what the workshop's going to be on. And it starts Tuesday, and it goes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I just realized that, you know, someone told me that they followed me on YouTube, and I was like, well, dang, I could put it on YouTube. Now, I'd have to figure out how to do it live at the same time, but I definitely can put it back over there. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you, y'all. So, I'm going to send out a reminder to everybody. If I have your email, you will get that. I could actually just put it in here real quick so you can have the details. Let's see. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I've had several workshops, and it just always turns out to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, my membership is open right now. And I'll talk more about that throughout the workshop and throughout next week. And this coming week, we'll be talking about that as well, because and I won't have it open again until next year, probably. So be thinking about that. If you want to, you know, I know how a lot of you are overwhelmed with your art and with trying to come up with ideas and what to put together. So we just do a lot of projects, and it's the Creative Junkies membership, and we do a lot of projects in there. We do 2 projects a month, and we have a Q&A, but I'm always available for everyone. So thank you, Meg. Thank you. Thing I noticed about your product is that it dries prettier and faster than the Mod Podge. Thank you, Doris. Well, it's a fantastic top coat. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I love it. Now, it may look a little wonky on here because I had to maneuver around a bunch of things. But if you're painting a flat surface, like a piece of furniture, Y'all, here it is again. It's the best. You only, I would put at least 2 coats anyway on a piece of furniture, but you don't have to. And it's like, the men wax. Let me get it over this way. You see it in the little, and I can hold it up like this too. So like I used to use men wax all the time. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put these on here. I actually was gonna put these like, well, now I don't know where. Oh, I was gonna put it right here. And when this dries, I can. See right there? It'd be really cute. I think I am. And then here's the one for this side. I think it just coming down right like this. Just have a little spark of red. And here is the bow that I was thinking about, y'all. The bow that comes with the deer is, well, it doesn't come with a deer, but it is on here. And a lot of people have been putting it on the deer, which is really, really cute. But I just didn't know about for this particular project. So I don't know. But I'm loving this. I love how it turned out. Betty was talking about she put Sheer Bliss right here on the, I think it's right here. Or did you do it right where the snow is supposed to be? So snow is supposed to be right here. And this is the Sheer Bliss I'm talking about. That may be where I put it. Is that where you're talking about, Betty? Like right in here? Where it looks like snow? But this is Sheer Bliss. Let me see if I can open it. So see, it's just, it looks white, but it goes on clear. And you have to stir it up. Watch me stir it right onto my project because it has mica powders down in the bottom of it, and I pretty much got it stirred up. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's little, it's sparkly in there. Okay, it just sparkles. It's so pretty. And it would look really pretty, right around the snow. You could put it on the mountaintops. You could put it on the trees. You could put it anywhere. But let me show you real quick, and then I'm going to go. But I did a piece the other day with it, so let me show you. And I may have to do another coat of it. It usually does better with just like one coat, but let me show you something. So this was a project that I did the other day. I just repainted it. It was painted a certain color, and I think it had blue all over it. But can you tell how it's shimmery? This is not the wings. The wings actually have mica powders on there. But this right in here is the Sheer Bliss. Can you see how it sparkles? See in the light? It shimmers and sparkles. So that's the Sheer Bliss. And see how pretty it is on white? Ooh, I love this stuff so much. So much. So I'll just put that right back there. I keep wanting to pull my camera up or something, but I don't have to with this format. So thank you all very, very much for spending a little of your Sunday with me. And let me know if you have any questions on this project or any questions on the workshop. Again, it's next week. It starts Tuesday. It's in the evenings. And, you don't have to be there live. If you want to take the workshop, you can just get the videos. You always have the videos. And, you can watch it at your convenience whenever you want to. So if you're not available in the evenings, you will always have it. Yes, Meg, touch of red is good for everything, right? And everybody, I think. All right. Thank you all very much. Let's see. All right. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll see you later.